Now, there are people who would unconsciously go to the side of the ugliness of life. They would listen to the news every day. The news, they always talk about the negative things, wars and what's wrong, what is the wrong thing which is happening within the world. And you can choose to be optimistic about things, about your life, about your dreams, what do you want to achieve. So there are two parts in life. There is the positive and the negative, and it depends. It is your choice to choose which side you want to focus on. I can wake up every morning and thinking about all the bad stuff in my life, what's going to happen next, in a negative way. This will always put me in plan B, plan B, plan B. And I don't think that by this I will do any progress. When I choose to look at life and at my life in an optimistic way, it means that there is hope. And the one who invented the airplane, if he wasn't an optimistic person, he wouldn't have created the plane. We wouldn't have the plane to travel from place to another. So optimism is a rule in life in order to do progress and in order to evolve and to have good things in life. Now, there are three things which are affecting us being optimistic or pessimistic. There is the environment, the place that you lived in, the affections that you're getting from your parents, from people surrounding you. There is the genes, genetically, and the third thing is your choice. There was this guy who was saying that the only thing which kept me going through the hard times in my life is when I used to sit at lunch with my mother, with 8 of my brothers and sisters, and she used to ask us one by one, tell me one nice thing happened in your day to day. And he said that this kept him going in life and always looking at the good. Even if everything was dark, he would always find this little tiny light which will lead him to keep on going. The second thing is the genes. You know, I have it within my family, the depression genes, and from my experience I can assure you that you can always pass it without any resentment. And through my journey I learned so many things which I'm giving them to you right now. So it was a pleasant one and I enjoyed it a lot, in spite of me going through hard times, but I enjoyed the whole journey. And the third thing is, you can choose to look at the dark side of life and continuing listening to the news because all what they talk about is the negative side of life, and or choose to be optimistic and look at things in a different way. There is the water behind me, and there are the flowers everywhere. There is the sky, the blue one, and there is you and me. We are full of love. So there is this good part in life that sometimes we cannot see because of our circumstances or whatever you're going through. And genetically, you know, King's College, they made a research and they discovered that, okay, you get affected by the genes. At the same time, it is not that big of affection. It means that if I change my attitude toward things, my reactions toward things, my responses, if I choose to look at life in a different way, in a nice way, if I always have this good intention to life and to pray to God and to know that God is always with me, and God will take care of me, so all this burden will go out and I will leave it up to God. This will give me the reason to be optimistic, and they are facts. It's not just being not truthful about the things I'm talking about. Okay, there are things that you can do in order to increase your optimism. First, you pray, knowing that praying means that you know that there is this amazing power who is with you. It's God will take away all this negativity within you by knowing that God will be always with you and taking care of you, and He will take care of things, and God will take care of things, and God does actually. And second, by doing sports, because sports it increases the happy hormone and decreases the depressing hormones. This is another fact. So sports is really important, and there is also affirmations that you can tell yourself. But of course, if the roots are there, what I do in my sessions is I delete the negative roots which are inherited in the genes, or if you have them within your heart or within your body and causing you pain. And then what I do is I train the person to have different attitudes, to have different reactions towards something which causing him to be sad or angry or whatever negative feeling they have. So we can always do that. It helps a lot. Affirmations such as I'm a happy person, I'm living a very nice life. You start looking at the good side of life. Affirmations, this is what it does to you. It helps you to look at the bright side of life. And you know, in the Western world, they say fake it until you make it. It is true. Sometimes when you fake things, they happen by the vibration, energy thing. At the same time, it's not the root of, you're not getting rid of the root of the problem if you are a pessimist person, but it helps a lot. And we can always choose what kind of life we want to live, what kind of view we want to have towards life. You will gain nothing by being a pessimist person. Pessimist, it means that you have bad intentions towards life, towards people, towards yourself as well. So you will get nothing. It will not make a life for you. You want to live a nice life. You want to have a happy, balanced, beautiful life. So any effort that you would do towards being optimistic about anything, this is the great achievement. This is the great achievement, is when you are optimist about things, about people, about life itself, and about yourself. Sometimes when I go through hard times and I don't know what to do, the only thing I do is just to be optimistic, to start to look at what I have and how beautiful they are, and I start being grateful, and I have different reactions to some things which triggers me. You know, awareness is really important. When you notice yourself that you're getting into this dark side of you, just be aware of it and start looking at the bright side of things. You know, if we weren't optimistic about things, we wouldn't have achieved things, and life wouldn't be in progress, and we wouldn't have evolved through life. Optimism, it gives you hope, and it makes you achieve things, because when you're optimistic, you can dream about things, and you can prove them by doing the actions. And this is how we evolve.